spawn. Yes.
Well, evidently not, but they have managed to trade her out. But that hasn't worked out fantastically, because although that flank is eventually going to come through, they've already lost complete back control. It worked to be able to clear things out. And actually, because of that, G2 have decided to plant their way towards spawn. Definitely not the most common of plant spots, and we'll see if BBL are ready for it.
Yeah, there's going to be a massive adjustment for this squad on the way back through. They've spotted the spike, but players up in heaven, well, they're certainly guessing. But dealing with them might be a whole nother story. They can just line it up from here if they know the angle. And oh, never mind, the smoke fades away. Good shot, though, stopping the defuse from coming all the way through. Ava going to try to get on it. Shots need to land on at least one of these players. They're given opportunities now to group up, take that fight together. A little isolated, though, in the corner, and even reads it well. Glance already going to be down, and it's defusing, almost there. Sarah can't stray too far, can't let that tick away any further, and she won't.
Sarah has been putting herself on the map as of recent.
G2 have managed to plant in a round where they're up against a full buy. B was left entirely undefended. Vania gotten real close on this one, and Sarah going to take advantage of it. Clean kill and an upgraded weapon now available. It will be retrieved, I believe. Petra, my HUD's about 6 seconds delayed, but I imagine she's gone to... There we go. Yeah, picked it up. So that's a big weapon for Petra to work with now. The right side defense. Mimi's thinning them out on the way through. There's a player on backside, not spotted and not needed. It's Sarah just firing away, taking every single duel with great success. Down goes Glance, and Sarah needed once again. It's being diffused right underneath her. Good prediction by Felipa. And just
going into round number 4 and is looking to lead the charge once again.
Kept back by the Cloudburst for just a moment. They're given a safe space to play from Rayka. Has some support coming through from spawn. It's Felipa. That's yet again taking him down. 4 this time. And that is a statement.
Oh, that's one of the heavy hitters down as well. Sarah has been the sort of main point of contact so far for the side of G2. And alkyia now having that operator in hand does change the dynamic quite a bit. Seeker's still available for Petra if she decides to use them, and Roxy, one off a lockdown, doesn't really look to be in a position to find the contact here. Well, those Seekers are gone very quickly indeed. Completely obliterated, and because of that, they don't actually know that Eva's still in this corner. Unfortunate for G2, and just thriving on the other side is alkyia of BBL. You mentioned
this kind of why? The impact not really found. Now you don't have that to deal. So funny enough, I was about to say you don't have that to deal with a lockdown. One thing that won't be a problem this round is a lockdown, as they've just dealt with that, just straight up pushing with an operator. And again, this is what I'm saying, like, alkyia is going to have a lot more depth up her sleeve than just, I'll walk down short and see what I can get done. And here you're learning the, well, the downside of it, I suppose. If you're on the side of G2, they're going to have to go into just a one funnel push, moving straight in towards A. Flash around the corner. Might catch one, and they will. Post plant to be secured.
on in. That retake, and the ultimate's not really there to really give them that extra ground. Trying to watch back off that flank, and Rayka still looking to come in from behind. Bear in mind, a single kill will garner the lockdown coming back online. Instead, though, through the window, alkyia immediately managing to take one, but the trade back from Glance are good. It's all a distraction, though. Mimi left to try and clutch this one out, and this time...
Good position, but it should be spotted on the way through. It certainly is. They're ready. They're swinging straight in. The dash used to get out of there. And even the pit, I like this to entry through. This is going to make it very difficult. Sure, Vania can try to annoy them from up top, but the sprays are just going to come right back in the other direction.
Getting onto this site seems a lot easier said than done. They are looking to try and walk back up. Petra's now dropped as well. Spike in the open. And the spam through, not having too much success. Vania just causing them issues, and well, after again
to deal with using that utility almost as a duelist. We'll see here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now there's going to need to be a hero. Already down one, and that's leaving alkyia completely isolated. Although, that shot
spike
secures the spike.
Oh, and they don't actually connect either. The paranoia missed. She should be dead to rights. It's an attempt. An attempt was made. Doesn't work out. Now, these are weapons. That's the thing. You might look at this and go, hey, they could have had an advantage, but they've traded evenly. Paranoia from Vania is good, though. They had to go back and collect the spike, and because of that, they've lost control. Petra now taking the Sky Operator. I'm sure that's something Ender is going to love. I know how much he's enjoyed watching Petra's Sky, and this gun will only improve his opinion. Now,
30 seconds left.
Smoke up on short. They're just solely focused on this walkout, and that's a bait. The first shot through opens them up for Felipa, but hold on. Sarah's ended up with an opportunity. Not just that, but a certain plant. Look how far away Rayka was. I mean, you know, at that point, they're still worried that these players had backed off from the corner, ran all the way around to see that they'd be emerging from garage any moment. Now, the clutch has to come through. The lockdown going to be used. I mean, there's a safe corner on long. That's the main issue that we run into here. Sarah can tuck in with a Blade Storm to play with. It won't be easy. I look at Rayka's utility. No nanos. It's not like you can pop one down, force her out into the open. Instead, you just kind of know that she's in the corner. Now, certainly the info is there, but dealing with her is an entirely different problem when it's Sarah. Another ace accounted for. alkyia with the operator. There it is. The shot lands. Sarah's down. Player who single-handedly won the previous round now has to rely on her teammates to pick this one up.
yeah, that's the thing. She has been the bright spark so far. I'm still waiting to see. Like, there was a clutch out from Mimi, but other than that, it's been a little bit quieter. They've attempted to play a ruse with this Viper wall before, and actually, they're going to use the Rolling Thunder here, just trying to force back the players from this position. They know exactly where they are, but they might be able to just survive for a little longer. Paranoia through. Vania needs this kill and doesn't manage to get it. And now Roxy can swing in from behind. Rayka is only going to get the one, and now it's all on to alkyia. 1 versus 3. So many players left to find, so many angles to clear. Rifle picked up, does spot out Petra, but she's given the chance to reposition back the first time and absolutely dominated. They're now on Haven as well. Looking pretty damn good. alkyia looking to put the pressure on Flashes. Sublime, Roxy, no chance.
Smoke up top. I thought it might block out a player. Ava dropping down to the site. Swing in from Sarah. Double cloud burst, making the tunnel through. That gives Eva line of sight. I don't know how she's gotten away with 2. Even more on the menu. Not this time, though. Glance fighting back for 2. Still a near impossible scenario for Mimi. Everybody else to follow. And they've got the site for free.
A chance potentially to deny the plant with that Hunter's Fury. A little bit too far away, though. It doesn't seem like Eva's going to utilize it just yet. Oh, timing almost works out, but never mind. There's no catching Vania. Somehow, by the way, it still took 0 damage. Still to this point has taken 0 damage. Caught off guard twice in that play. And somehow Vania always comes out on top. And they know where Roxy is. No chance of survival.
The rotations coming in. Will be running right into Sarah. Sarah's found the first. A follow-up from Glance. Spike on the floor, and they back off, dropping a smoke on their way. They don't want to get traded out on, but look at this sneaky play by Glance. Might even be baited for. It is baited for, and there's the paranoia. Oh, no. The follow-up's not there. The reload in the open. Sarah has to recover, and she'll fall as well. Oh, this has not gone according to plan. It's a 2v4. 2v3, excuse me. The HUD delay even more than expected. But never mind.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I thought that was going the wrong way.
Well, before that. So, plays definitely a competitive map coming up next as well. And, well, it's actually going to be a force by investment coming out from the attacker side. This is not expected at all by G2.
Sometimes those are the best times to pull them out. Your opponent's thinking they got a free round, they make mistakes, they overextend, grab those orbs in fights. And then they end up running into something a little nasty. Mimi taking a lot of damage up top. Sarah steps in to fill that gap, take the space. Rifle in hand, the drop about to come in, dash ready, and there it is, right on into the site, and nothing to be found. Return from alkyia, her third of the round.
Straight through into that second map.
Are they gonna fight through? Backside is taken. That's gonna be it. I wasn't sure if they were gonna go running into Petra. They will. They absolutely will. We missed it, but Petra fell. Dropped inside the smoke. That might put a thorn in the side of this squad because they've lost a big flash on the way back through. Still with a paranoia to work with, and it's lined up right now, ready to be fired out any moment, but they've returned it. The attackers getting their paranoia off first. Might delay the push. Snake bite onto Vania is good. Oh, but alkyia just keeps on delivering for this squad. She might eventually be shut down, but too little too late. So many positions to clear out. Utility still online, potentially. If you're inside of G2, you don't know if you've got double nanos to get through, and as we can see, they would.
Yeah, ridiculous stuff. Just to make sure that you have yourself a little bit more space. Interestingly, has been used back towards the B site. Now, we have seen the BBL have enjoyed taking this B site and playing the afterplants from there. Not the most common. One of the more retakeable sites within the game. But they don't mind it. Still feeling confident in this side of the map. And even though they could have had the A site, they have fought for this instead.
Interestingly, because they have the lockdown blocking off so much of A side connector, they went for the left side plant. And I thought they would have went right side, taken the control and fought for it with late lurk from Rayka. But instead, they now look to fight on the side and defend the side with the most players coming through. Eva's even gone down to the wolf, the tiger. Finding its teeth on the site. Felipa on for one, and there's the flank of Rayka. Spotted, dealt with now. Leaving it just down to Felipa. Clutch after clutch for this player. Some incredible rounds. Starting it off was like 13-2 at one point. Not dealt any damage, thankfully. Although that won't be the same the second time around. A chance for Sarah to double up on those kills as she falls back towards the spawn. That cloud burst will fade, and she's posted, ready for another swing. Eva needs to be careful, and the right call is made in the end. No further aggression. Rayka catching him off on rotates too.
Yeah, it was expected by Roxy, but it's not going to be connected. Yeah, no one really checking for this. Has somehow managed to bypass all of the util, and that's a freebie. Eva gone, probably a little bit frustrated at that as well. And now everything seems to be falling apart. They're going to need a multi-frag hero once again, and this time Rayka just a little bit further away. Nanoswarm, I don't know if that's been denied. Yeah, I think it must have been. Not going to be anything.
It's been very unfortunate to be taken down by this a couple of times at the start of the round, and there it is once again.
Yeah, you have to wonder where the counter util is for that one. If she's able to basically do the same thing in back-to-back rounds. Roxy, quick rotation, does eventually fall. Now trading up some of these guns. One of them, they haven't though, is the judge within the smoke. Although this smoke is not going to last forever. Gonna have to try and fall back, and actually a reposition here. Maybe noticing a gap. Flash will be heard, but because it hasn't connected onto anything, that's still going to be the space being taken. Mimi also potentially rotating over. Almost gets the timing, but just misses it by a millimeter. Taken.
Vanya's been so patient. I've watched this probably 45 seconds. She's just been sat there on the minimap. And in the end, no reward for her trouble. Has to catch him on the rotate. Back around.
Yeah, that smoke's actually very clever because it's so deep. It almost sells the idea that there couldn't be anyone this far forward. If she gets the timing right, they're going looking for the rifle. What a shot by Sarah! Just executes her up close. Now Felipa has to move back around. She's managed the first again in these clutch scenarios. She's ever so devastating. Left into that 1 versus 1. Just trying to bait her into going for the plant, but with the rolling thunder, just wanting to try and push her off it. Not allowed for any time, and even spotting her up close. She's won it again. Felipa in the clutch is just unbeatable.
Team,
in fact, now the smoke goes in. There's nobody actually within this side. Mimi tries to make the play and instead ends up going down somehow, though. Glance has done an incredible job. 2 kills in a spot that looked like it was going to be a massive advantage. Now G2 have a chance.
Oh, Rayka's timing is perfect. Sneaking up, there's a double flank as well. Even if they catch Rayka, even if they take her down, expecting the second player is unlikely. That should be enough. It should be enough to get Eva up close. Glance was watching it, but now turned attention towards Long. It depends exactly how close she can get, and that's 2! The spray wild flying into the smoke, and it finds nothing. Defused
They
right
also have a
up.
Hunter's Fury, and they almost have the opening kill. In fact, it is a very awkward position. Sarah has been spotted. The Hunter's Fury to help her out. This is an absolute mess of a round. And somehow, again, Glance is still trying to survive at the back of the site. This time, though, not the same heroics. No miracles.
Yeah, the shrouded step in from Glance didn't quite work out. Just a 1, and then they're able to trade it. Oh, I didn't even realize Mimi has this weapon in hand. Obviously, Viper's Pit was online. But now a Judge retake. Well, yeah, didn't even
Just
get
run
to
it down once again. Weaponry is not the best. Roxy going to try and pull out some Ares gameplay, and Glance, she's been the hero over the last couple of rounds. For her to be lost this early might just be the beginning of the end. After plant looking likely, the smokes will clear. Now they can get that plant through. Bladestorm, Seekers. More importantly, there's a lockdown. I don't know how they're going to face into this. Well, that's worked.
That's a different approach, let me tell you that. Roxy's gone down. The trades are there, though. It's Sarah swinging in for some major damage. The lockdowns kept them back just for a moment. They've got plenty of time to force this 1v1 out in the open, and there it is. Sarah's got it.
Well, they've got to be very happy with that. Brilliant.
Is it? I wonder if
Vania, well, this is bold. The boldest of plays.
Roxy's
Just
ready.
TP'd straight in towards the heavens. Roxy's is... She's ready, but seems to be in trouble. Somehow survives a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah, definitely clinging on to life for a while. Shrouded step down from Vania. Back rejoining the team. Won't be isolated up in heaven. Man advantage now to play with. And BBL just look to close this out now. Trades will be more than enough. There's a rolling thunder online. Felipa's put it out at just the right time. There was nowhere for Petra to go. The others locked up top and kept out for a moment from the shadows or from the shrouds. Well, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Right back to the graveyard you go. Vania on a 4th to close this
Attackers
out.
win.
And